Aspiring guitar players often make these common mistakes that hinder their progress and cause them unnecessary frustration. How do I know? Mainly from personal experience and from being a guitar teacher for more than 15 years. So in this video, I want to share with you 5 mistakes that I see beginners make all the time. Not only will I reveal these mistakes, but I will also guide you on how to fix them. Ready? Let's roll. Here is mistake number 5. I will demonstrate it and your challenge is to guess what it is. Can you guess what went wrong? I think you can do it easily. I was playing this beautiful song by Sting, but I didn't play the beginning cleanly once, and yet I was moving forward. I was ignoring my mistakes. This is one of those mistakes that guitar players don't even realize they make. They are so used to practicing in this way that it doesn't even look suspicious. But let's think about it. If you want to play clean when performing, you have to be able to play clean when practicing. If your playing is sloppy in your practice room, it will be even worse in front of other people. There is this common misconception that the more you play something, the better you will get. But practice doesn't make perfect, only permanent. If your best version of a song is a messy performance made with many errors, then repeating it over and over again won't magically improve it. If you want to have precise technique and smooth performance, you need to teach your hands in your practice room how to play without mistakes. No amount of sloppy playing will lead to perfection. So the first step to start on this journey is to stop ignoring your mistakes and start noticing them and cleaning the problematic spots. Let's demonstrate another common mistake. This is mistake number 4. Can you guess where was the mistake? This is a common pitfall for beginners. When they make a mistake in their playing, instead of working on the problematic spot, they always restart from the beginning. But this is very time consuming and very ineffective. By the time you come to the same spot in the song, your brain is juggling so much other stuff, causing you to forget what to pay attention to, and you make the same mistake again. I'm sure you have experienced this quite a few times, right? Solution here is very simple. Play a passage that you are working on, identify the mistake, zoom in on that specific problem and resolve it, piece it together again and see if you can play it cleanly. If not, zoom in again. If you can play it smoothly a few times in a row, you are good to go. Oh, this is actually quite a good motto, right? If you can play it smoothly a few times in a row, then you are good to go. Here is mistake number 3. Did you spot the mistake? I was playing easier parts of the song faster, while I was slowing down when there was a difficult chord transition. This again is very typical for many beginners, but it leads to very amateurish playing. By always slowing down during difficult parts, you are not training your technique properly. Your brain is not forced to make necessary changes, so those tough spots never become easy for you. And so you are always worried about making a mistake as you go through them. If you ever want to play any song fluently, from start to the end, you've got to have those difficult spots down. And that means spending with them more time than with the easier parts of the songs. But we usually do the opposite. We usually try to avoid things that we cannot do well, so we don't feel bad about ourselves and about our lack of skill. But that is exactly how you end up stuck with the same sloppy playing for years. In order to improve, embrace the struggle, because you know there is no other way how to improve. Learn to love those things that you cannot do well. First you suck at it, but if you keep working on it, you will improve. On to the next one. Here is mistake number 2. This one is hard to demonstrate, so I'll try to talk you through it with an example. Many beginner guitar players start with Nothing Else Matters, because those first 4 bars are probably the easiest thing to play on guitar that everybody recognizes. The problem starts when you think it is a good idea to continue learning the whole intro. It doesn't sound so difficult, you might think. But you are in for an unpleasant surprise. Everything past bar 5 is unplayable for beginners. but they will usually find that out only after weeks or months of suffering. Biting off more than you can chew will lead to a lot of unnecessary frustration. But of course you can make the same mistake even if you are more advanced. If you choose a song that is too far beyond your current skill level, you will struggle to make any significant progress. If you are not used to the level of complexity that the new piece requires, it will feel overwhelming. Too many new techniques, chord shapes or finger movements might be just too much. This may lead you to question your ability to ever learn to play the guitar. If you want to make a solid progress, you have to choose songs that are just slightly beyond your current skills. But it might be challenging to choose such songs or solos, especially if you are a beginner. So I came up with a simple rule you can follow. If you don't make a significant progress in 1 week, then it is too difficult for your current skill level. I know it is tempting to continue working on it, but if you didn't make a good progress in 1 week, there is a good chance that you will not make much progress even if you stay with it longer. So instead of clenching your fists and stubbornly ignoring the reality, just choose a simple version of what you are currently practicing. Perhaps mastering another song or two will better prepare you for tackling the one you truly wish to master. Building confidence by mastering those easier songs and maintaining the momentum will help you a lot. Here is mistake number 1, probably the most common one among beginners. Again, this was probably not very difficult to identify where was the mistake. If this was how I practice Mozart's Turkish March, then there would be no hope for me that I would ever be able to play this cleanly and up to speed. Of course, the mistake in this example was that I was practicing too fast, which resulted in a very messy version of that song. I think it looks kind of stupid to demonstrate it like this, but you would be surprised how many guitarists practice like this. Maybe you also do it unintentionally. I've been teaching guitar for over 15 years and most guitar students suffer with this speed disease. The logic behind practicing fast seems solid, at least on the surface. In order to get better, you need to do many repetitions, right? The more repetitions you can make, the better you will get. So the faster you play, the more repetitions you can cram into every minute, and bingo, you will be a great player. But we know this is certainly not true. The faster you practice something, the less time you have to pay attention to what you're actually doing, and therefore you are probably doing it wrong. Fast playing is a result of precise, slow repetitions combined with training to not tense up when playing at higher speeds. But this doesn't mean that you have to practice extremely slow either. The most important thing is to have control over the movements of your fingers. With practice, you will get better at it and you will be able to have control even in higher speeds, but you have to get there step by step. So practice at a tempo where you are mindful over what you are doing, then slowly build speed while staying relaxed. And there you go. We've come to the end of the 5 bad mistakes guitar beginners should avoid. Which of these can you relate the most? Let me know in the comment section. Have a great day and I'll see you in the next video.